Hello, my name is Shane Miner, and I'm going to walk you through a little bit about using Basecamp to engage stations in action items. So I'm going to, first I've logged into Basecamp here, and you'll see that each station is identified by its call letters. So depending on which station you're working on, you just head into that particular station. We have this sample station here that I'm going to use as a demo. Each station is going to have a large strategy document, and that's initially added in this Files section. To add a file, we simply head into Files and say Upload File, and then you can drag the file in here or select it from your computer. I've already added this particular document. It was one of the first we added. And you'll see that now you can click on the document itself, and you're able to see all of the various strategies, initiatives, and tactics as they drill down. This again is a sample, so we don't have real initiatives or tactics here. If I head back to Basecamp, in general, with the navigation in Basecamp, you can click on the Basecamp word to go back to the very beginning and pick a new station or pick a new project in Basecamp's language. Or you can click on the either station name or in My Sample Station, and you'll go back to that first page. The first page lists a number of different things. So it has discussions, to-dos, files, anything else happening in Basecamp. The real driver for us is going to be around to-do lists. To-do lists are action items for station managers, and they're going to be the heart of the process. So if you click on to-dos, you can narrow it down to just being able to see all of the to-dos instead of seeing all of the other items. You'll see that we've created sort of a sample here, and I think it'll be clear why. You'll see that each item, as it relates back to the initiative and the tactic, we say Initiative 1, develop a multi-platform investigative campaign. And the tactic one for that is to hire a marketing director. These are the steps that we're going to take, and you'll see that with each of them, we've assigned a person and a due date so that we can complete those processes on time. Station folks can log in and check off items that are done, or go into a discussion about each item if they have questions or concerns or ideas, etc. And we'll get into that in just a second. First, I want to show you how to create this list. So basically, to add one of those to-dos, we click Add a To-Do List, and then you can start typing, Initiative 1. And hitting Enter or clicking clicking the button will take us into these to-do items. Place an ad. I can start that to-do item. I can actually click over here and I can pick who to assign it to. You'll see that we're going to pre-populate this list of names with all the people who are related to that station. So if I assign this item to Fred to be due by January 31st, I can either be done adding those to-dos or I can add another to-do and keep moving down my list. That's all it takes. You can actually press enter when you're done entering an item, so pressing enter will take us to the next item and leave that item here. If I've forgotten to assign it, I can go back and I can assign an individual, I can assign a deadline. You can also edit items, so if you roll over the item and you want to either edit it or delete it, you're able to do those things from the left side. You'll see that I've mentioned Initiative 1, but I haven't mentioned the tactic, so I'm going to go back to the initial list and I'm going to click Edit. And in this optional Describe the List, this is where we're going to add Tactic 1. And then make sure you click Save Changes. Most of these web platforms require you to click a button to save a change. You'll have to click something to be done. So even when you're adding a to-do, you have to say add this to-do and I'm done adding to-dos to get out of that edit mode. It's one of the quirky things about web-based programs, but it's just something important to remember as you work with this, a little more extensively. If I head back to my items here, you'll see my new item is listed up above. I don't need this item in particularly, so I'm going to go ahead and trash it. And you'll see it goes away. You can also reorganize and sort items. So if I decide I actually want to move this item down below this item, all of that can be done. You'll see this date order is a little odd, so I could actually do the internal search before placing an ad. All those items are perfectly adjustable at any time here. the station folks will be coming in here, and you may be asking them to do things like, say, review an online strategy or react to this video. You can click on the item itself, and it will bring you into a discussion about the item. So you'll see here we've posted a video from YouTube. Hitting play, they can actually watch the video, and then they can add their comments just below. So they can say, oh yeah, this is really great examples. I really enjoyed it, etc. I do have questions about, and they can add those items here. You can actually attach files if you want. So if you want to provide something else. In general, Basecamp does really well with PDFs. So anytime you're uploading a document here, it's a good idea to use a PDF. Remember that in Word and Excel you can save as PDF and very easily have a PDF of whatever it is you're working on. But PDFs open nicely in the browser and keep folks kind of in that same element. If it's a Word document, they'll be forced to download and open up Word, and it can be a little awkward from a user experience perspective. Once you're done, you simply add your comment, and the item appears there. If we head back to the station home here, you'll see the process basically continues. As items are completed, they get checked off and they sort of disappear, and they get listed in this completed lists. So here are the things that have been done. Here are 6 completed to-dos across 2 to-do lists, and they disappear from that main screen so that you're not forced to scroll through long lists of completed items. And as the process transpires over the course of time, more and more items get pushed down to the to-dos, or the completed, and the to-do list gets smaller and smaller. All of that record is kept. So there is a way to go back, look at these 6 completed to-dos, and see everything that's been done previously, when it was done. There's a lot of granular reporting about all those events. One of the easiest ways to access that information is from the catch-up feature. And the catch-up feature is well worth looking at. If you click on catch-up, you can see what's happened on any given day. So today's Sunday, January 27th, and these are the things that happened today. If I want to go back to the last event that happened in Basecamp, that was Thursday, January 24th. I can go back and see what happened here. And it lets you move through sort of everything that happened on any given day. A by-the-minute log of all those pieces and parts. And it gives you a really granular look at what happened and when. Now obviously this is only what happens in Basecamp, so if they're doing work but not reporting it here, that's something that isn't tracked. But obviously we're asking them to come in and track that. Let us know how things are going and work from there. I think that's the basics.